Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. Oktoberfest in Columbia, South Carolina of 2016. As you see, I'm back with another goofy hat. And if you remember from my shout out to Blue Collar, I had this shirt on because I was coming back from the event at the Lutheran Church here in close to where I live. It was 3 days. It started Friday night, then ran Saturday, and then ended on Sunday. And I volunteered on Saturday and Sunday. First, I want to give a shout out to John and Sarah Sawicki. I want to say thanks for approaching me last year when I did the last video, and they asked me to volunteer. So I said, well, might as well, since John asked me first, and I wasn't sure, and then Sarah asked me, so I guess that means I will be volunteering. So on Saturday, when I was coming back in the truck, I was in the truck doing my other video. I was coming back, and I volunteered by operating the fryer tent. So they had it was a tent. We're selling French fries, so I was chopping up potatoes, or running them through a French fry maker by hand, which wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty fun. You hold this device up, it looked like a cat. Hold it by the handle, it was like a cat's tail, and sliced potatoes. It's like a crank, and I was teaming up with two other people. An older man named John and a young boy. I think his name was Brian. We got name tags. Still got my name tag right here, and got caught up in the laundry. So it's a little. I mean, you can't really tell, but it's a bit faded. And I did that, and I thought I was done. Or I thought, I'll work the French fry tent for my designated time, and I would leave because I had to go back. I had to go to Manning. But I decided to stay a little bit longer. I wound up transferring sauerkraut into a different container, and helping seal the containers and help run food back and forth from the kitchen to the refrigerator truck. They had this huge tractor trailer size refrigerator, and they put a lot of food in there because it was a big event. You have a whole lot of people coming, so you want to be able to keep the food cold. And it was pretty fun. So on Saturday I did that. Then I hit the road. And how I went with the power steering. Came back, and Sunday, John had asked me previously. He'd like to see me work the beer tent. Okay, so I signed up for it. So that Sunday I was from 11:45 to 4 o'clock. Well, I was given this hat because I had my regular camo hat on, and I figured they had this hat which was it fit along with the festivities. And it wasn't bad. I learned how to. I've worked in bars before, but I didn't pour beer very much. I was more of a bar back and a cook. But I got a crash course in pouring beer. Not too much head, and I learned how to pull the handle down, and how to angle the glass, and you slowly tilt it towards right side up. Some pretty good beers there. They had one of my favorites from it's a brewery here in Columbia, if I'm not mistaken. The company's called Conquest. There's a beer called Conquest Medusa, and this is really dark stout beer that I'm a big fan of. In fact, I didn't get a chance to take my Stein, but I remember I had this whole thing filled up with that beer. It was either that, or there was another one we had that we ran out of pretty fast. It was a porter espresso porter, another pretty tasty beer. One of the Oktoberfest themed beers we had was Leon's Lederhosen, and we had a Hefe, spelled Hefe, and it was like a light beer. We sold that pretty fast, but it was a good time. Both days I had my dinner, and I had Jaeger Schnitzel, which is it was schnitzel, a pounded pork chop with this mushroom gravy, and Spritzel, which is German noodles, and I'm gonna see if I can say this name properly. It's German potato salad. Kratz, I can't remember how to say it. I forgot how to say it, but it was a German potato salad, which was it was pretty good. And I had that both days, but on Saturday I had the vice versa, my favorite, and I had the Jaeger Schnitzel on Sunday. And I gotta say, it was a very fun event, very nice, and a lot of nice people. It wasn't rowdy. You figure with a lot of beer going around, someone would act a fool, but that didn't happen. I'm happy to see that. I was happy to see that. Had a good time hanging around with the other volunteers, and it was an overall good time. And I might be, God willing, I may be doing it again next year. The food, just for the food alone, it's worth going out to the event. But hey, if you had an Oktoberfest event in your area, tell me what you think. How did you go? Did you enjoy it? Did you like the food, the music, the people, the beer? Did you do any volunteering while you were there? This video is a bit late, I will admit. I've been busy with so much other stuff, but I figured I'd sit down and finally do a video on this event that happened recently last month, and I had a good time. Like I said, I hope to do it again next year. Please share your thoughts. If you've got any gripes, complaints about my hat, about how it looks ridiculous on my head, I don't blame you. But I guess it fits pretty well. It looked pretty nice for the occasion. But that's my video. Oktoberfest in Columbia, South Carolina, 2016. I'm Edward Jones, and you guys take care. Or remember, one thing we said at the event was Prost.